In schools, training saves lives. Teachers are required to have CPR training to save the lives of their students. Why not? Why are they not trained in other life-saving methods? Krisanne Hall makes a good point on all the training that students or that teachers should be required to do in order to protect their students.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just because that's the way I'm hardwired. You know me better than anybody on this planet. I am hardwired to justice. I mean, that's the way I am.
Sure.
And to think that I am reduced to being a spectator when someone else is in peril because someone I don't even know, who is not even present, who doesn't have the ability, the present ability, or maybe even the mind that I have to protect, it has told me I cannot help this person.
Man.
I am not only can I not help this person, I am legally prohibited from engaging in the protection of another fellow person.
Well, I tell you what, this situation to me in South Florida, Parkland, has several of those examples.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have a school, it's essentially dependent upon the government actors to protect the people in the school. And they failed at that, in FBI in particular.
But that conversation is not being had.
Not too much, but I think it's coming. And then you take the coach, for example, the assistant coach of the football team. He basically, what did he have? His body. I mean, he basically had to sacrifice his body to save some students because you're pretty much prohibited from having any other manner of protection. So this coach had to essentially kill himself instead of killing the perpetrator. So
right.
that he undoubtedly saved lives. Undoubtedly, there would have been more kids killed if this guy hadn't given his life. I mean, he's a hero, but how much better?
But he could have been a hero,
right,
a living hero.
Exactly. How much better would it have been if you allowed this guy, or at least have some teachers trained? I mean, how about the teachers who have concealed permits, right? Have teachers that have concealed permits, they have training.
So teachers have to go through CPR training.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. They go through CPR training to save the lives of the children in the classroom because they know that minutes, seconds count if a child collapses or goes unconscious. Because the recognition is there that it's going to take too long for somebody outside to get in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why do we have
right
that?
There.
He's right there. Why do we have that?
Instead of taking a bullet, he could have delivered a bullet in that same moment, and it's done. It's over with.
You have CPR training.
And he's alive.
Why not have our teachers in the public schools have firearms training?
Yeah.
Then
you're scared. The lefty's head just caught on fire.
Oh, right. Okay, so why is CPR saving someone's life any different than a firearm training that will save someone's life? It's this bigotry against which part of our life is worthy of saving.
Yeah.
It is just crazy, and
it's a fantasy world. Oh, if we just confiscate the guns, if we get rid of guns, that's not going to happen. That's a fantasy.
Well, that's another one of the false paradigms that we're going to get to. But I want to make sure that we wrap up each paradigm conclusively before we move on. And the first false paradigm, is that our right to keep and bear arms comes from the Second Amendment, ergo comes from the government.
Right.
To regulate. And the thing is that the whole reason that the Second Amendment is in the Bill of Rights was, number one, to remind the people to never be disarmed, and number two, to remind the government that there are these rights that shall not be infringed.
Well, and by the way, the one that
So there you go. The Second Amendment does not give any rights. It's just a reminder of God-given unalienable rights, that the rights of defending yourself or saving lives shall not be infringed.